Hey coffee lovers, today I'm testing an award-winning brewer that promises to make making great coffee easier with a built-in timer, scale, and TDS meter. I'm not a pour-over purist, so if you're a beginner or pour-over curious, you've come to the right place. Wabi Logic sent this to me to review, but as always, I'll tell you what works and what doesn't. It has a white porcelain basket, glass carafe. The base houses the display for the timer, the scales, and also the TDS readings. The SenzV scale weighs to the nearest gram, which will be fine for many people. If you're just getting into pour over, it'll help you brew a lot more consistently than just eyeballing it or even just using your scoop. A scale is a game changer. But if you're a total coffee nerd or becoming one, and you need to hit 15.0 grams exactly, you could always use your calibrated scale to do your dosing and then let the SenzV do the heavy lifting. The SenzV has a built-in EC TDS meter. TDS stands for total dissolved solids, basically how strong your coffee is. Unlike most electric conductivity meters that are only really good for testing how much minerals your water has, this one collects dynamic data, or the running average of the extraction throughout the entire brewing process to predict the final extraction in your cup. Pro tip, always tare your coffee first, then the timer starts as soon as the water hits the beans. Skip this and you're gonna have to do some mental math. Ask me how I know that. I won't go into the app today, but I will mention it's also by Wabi Logic, the official licensee of Melitta Electric Brewers. It keeps a record of your recipes, allowing you to share, revisit past brew, and watch a brew print. It is kinda neat, but for now, let's brew some coffee. Using my number 2 Melitta filter, I'm gonna follow a 1:18 ratio, which for 17 grams of coffee is gonna be around 300 grams of water. The temperature of my water is around 205 degrees, which for a medium grind coffee from Colombia will work well for most pour overs. First, I'm gonna rinse the filter as well as give it a good dose of water. This is gonna preheat the porcelain. A good preheating will help keep the slurry hot later. After dumping all the water, we hit tare. We're going to hit the start stop button and it's going to be flashing the symbol for the bean. We're going to give it 17 grams. If you get it flashing 16 and a half and then just go over a little bit, pretty close to that 17. Okay, now at this point, this is where you have to be sure to press the start stop button again. And now this is going to set it up waiting for the water. I'm going to pour about 35 grams of water to start the bloom. It'll be about 2 to 1. Can go all the way up to 60 for a 3 to 1 or so. Want to make sure everything is nice and saturated. At 30 seconds, I'm going to start the pour. We're going to go nice and slow. Saturating the whole bed. If there's any floating chunks, I'm going to try to sink those. Vincent Tails tells me that that's a sign that there's still some CO2 in there and that it's going to prevent extraction. Works for me, plus gives me something to do. We're going to finish off at about 180 mils. Now see this small hydraulic valve that finally lets go? It backs up the coffee inside that intermediate chamber, and that's where it measures the TDS. Once it looks like we have a nearly dry bed, we're going to start continuing to add more water. We're going to go up to that 300 mils in total. Slowly pouring. All right, 303, good. Gonna give this a little swirl. Set it back on. If you leave it off, it wants to throw you an error. While it's finishing up, I'm watching the flow. It's not stalling or racing through, which is what we want. The coffee bed looks flat. And it's going to finish off the brew and give us a taste description. Let's pour a cup and have a taste. So it's giving me a balanced reading at 1.24 TDS. The SenzV breaks down the taste into 9 taste profiles based on the SCA charts. Oh, that's good. That's clean. I would call it balanced. There's no bitterness, no muddiness, just a good cup of coffee. The SenzV handles the tech, allowing you to spend your time making sure the pour is happening good. So then the water can do what it needs to do. Help make good coffee. Thoughts on it after 20 plus cups? I noticed it seemed like there was a slight wobble when I was moving it around, but zero issues while brewing. That wobble is probably due to how sensitive the scale is, which actually helps with fast readings when you're adding the water, because as soon as I stop pouring, the scale doesn't change, which is important as you near the end of your pours. If you miss a step, the TDS can be a little bit wonky, but once you nail down the workflow, nice and smooth. I actually learned from the SenzV how many fines my old Porlex was introducing to my cup. Swapping to my daily grinder made a world of difference. I like to say grind fresh, but sometimes getting it pre-ground by a higher quality grinder can make a difference as well. All right, here's my honest take on the Melitta Senz V. It's a well-built brewer and the TDS is really cool, especially if you're the kind of person that likes coffee gadgets or a smooth workflow. The automatic timer is great and you won't outgrow it anytime soon. Plus it looks fantastic on any counter. At just under $240 USD for the Bluetooth version, it's definitely a premium brewer. For most folks, a V60 or your classic Melitta cone will get you into pour over for a fraction of the cost. But if you want something that's eye-catching and foolproof, the SenzV is a treat. Can it help beginners make a better cup of coffee? Absolutely. That's my honest scoop. Drop your pour over questions or tips in the comments below, especially if you're a beginner. If immersion brewing sounds interesting, check out one of my videos on that. In the meantime, keep making coffee better, one cup at a time.